You tell...
Oh, Envoy, might I steal a moment of your time? Well, it's the waiting that makes the payoff so delicious, don't you agree? Look, I lost more research than I'd like to count, but Fiora and its people are safe. That's what matters. Thank you, Envoy. I don't know how you managed it, but whatever you did, you averted disaster. That being said, your ambassador is going to get an earful, and possibly a fistful, next time we're in Paradise. That's what happens when you're the breadbasket of the living lands. Sometimes things get stale. At least we were able to get everyone to safety. Though with everything happening in Thirdborn, safe might be relative. At least I know Temerity will keep an eye on them. I think she knows what'll happen if she doesn't. I know, and she knows. Let's leave it at that. Long enough that I trust her to do her best by everyone. You see, Emerald Stair has Naku Tedek. For a young and aspiring godless scholar, it was a godsend, if you'll forgive the pun. And, as a young-at-heart godless scholar, I've traveled outside the stair to other ruins. That's how I met Temerity. Thirdborn's close to Naku Kubel, and a girl's gotta eat sometime. Who says I did? I still go out often. I've catalogued many ruins, but there are always more. And coming home to a warm welcome is lovely. You should try it sometime, darling. Oh, part of it is my sparkling personality, of course, but a larger part of it is time. It's hard to hate someone when they drop by your lab with lunch after you've forgotten to eat again. It's so much easier to do when you're younger. Now, I enjoy eating and watching Quilici cook far too much. My mother always said that the way to a man's heart was through his stomach. Quilici and I got together the old-fashioned way, though. I saw a beautiful man across a smoky tavern. Then I dazzled him with my delightful personality. Then he showed me an abandoned ruin outside of town, and I was hooked. Oh, it's not a fairy tale, darling. We've been happy for the most part. Any rough patches got smoothed over well enough. I only thought about killing him once or twice. He's probably thought the same a bit more. It's hard to believe that things have changed so much recently. Any sense of safety just went poof. It makes you wonder how everything will turn out. Me? Well, I suppose that's an option. I'd need help, of course, but I'd at least ask for it. Huh. I'll think on it. Maybe it'd be a nice retirement plan for Quilici and me.
Governor Yatsley. I like the sound of that.
Thank you, Envoy. I feel a little less frazzled. I've got a lot to think on. Talk to you soon? Try not to have too much fun without me. How can I help, darling? These sudden changes in climate always mess with my coiffure. Does Adir have good fur maintenance products? Do you have a contact for that? Unfortunately, your clumsy countrymen ruined my entire stock of ointments when they were trying to burn my house down. And I'll remember that comment. Truly, just a good long brushing through all my fur alone would do wonders. I've got some time before we see Quilici again, at least. It'll give me time to find something to remind him of what he's missing. Oh, of course, darling. He just enjoys the fruits of my labor more often than most, and I'd hate to disappoint. Quilici and I got used to the stairs early on. Thankfully, at least in Fjord, those stopped eventually. After 30 years, it's hard to still be surprised by us just drinking at the Magpie. Oh, she was still young. Quilici offered to help her study for and prepare her thesis as a favor to her parents. She was over day and night for months, and, well, now she's family. We adore her. All things considered, it's hard to complain about my life in Fjord. No, of course not. No one is perfect, but I forgive him many vices. Like, he sleeps with his socks on.
Right. How do you suggest we keep our feet warm at night? Light little fires between our toes?
You're too sweet. As much as I enjoy our little chats, dearie, we should really get going. Oh, but if you do end up finding any liniments, be sure to help a girl out. You know, Envoy, we've traveled enough that I think I've gotten a handle on your style. Style of fighting, I mean. Your fashion sense is more opaque. But listening to your incantations, they could use some tightening up. I could probably teach you a thing or two, if you're up for it. What do you say? How about I show you a little bit of everything? What? Out of breath already? Talk to one of the boys. See if they can help with your stamina, dear. Well, I've taught you all I can. Let's hope you put it to good use. How did you end up in Paradise?
I was drifting. Guess I needed a change of scenery.
No, I mean, why settle in Paradise? Why not someplace else?
It's busy enough to get into trouble, and big enough to get lost in.
Are you sure it's not just because you were close to boats again?
After you've spent as much time on boats as I have, you cherish dry land.
No, I've spent enough time in Thirdborn to know that's a lie, honey. I wish we could have done more for them. Capo and Chico, I mean. But if I were in his shoes, I hope I'd make the same choice. Though I'd like to pick a more fun way to die. Of course. Even when it's expected, or even preferable, it's always a tragedy. I can only hope that at the end I have some control over things. That I can go out as Yatsley. And don't you forget it. But it gives you something to think about. I mean, not everyone gets to come back like you did, Envoy. Well, that's all I had to say. I'll let you get back to whatever you were doing. Unless there's something else you want to chat about? How can I help, darling? Well, I suppose you've earned that much. And I do enjoy rewarding tenacity. Though between your dreams and mine, it's a wonder anyone gets any sleep around here. You remember that I nearly burned my family home down when I was young? It was an accident, and I paid for it. My parents refused to buy me more spell books for years. Well, shortly after all that fuss, the dream began. It started at first with a fire. Just flames, crackling, and a feeling of safety. I thought it was a little weird, but nice. But then the dream kept coming back, night after night. I learned more every time. I saw that it was a fire in a hearth, and that hearth was in an old library. I assumed it was a library, at least, to explain why there were so many tablets lining the walls. A woman after my own heart. In the library, there's just one person, but they're wearing a hood, so I never see their face. They do the same thing every night. They curl up in a chair by the fire, hold a tablet to their chest, and then the fear comes. The paralyzing, all-encompassing fear of something. Just the noise. A low, deep banging starts, and it rattles through your bones and shakes you to your core. And it replaces the beat of your heart with this droning on and on and on until you forget every other sound you've ever heard.
A beat. Steel feet on the shore. They come by night.
And then, as it just gets louder and louder, and right before it gets there, I wake up.
You've been listening to too many of Giada's ghost stories.
And let me tell you, waking up in a cold sweat does nothing for my fur. How sibilant. No. Just that it's all-encompassing. It's strange. I've not told many of the details of my dream. I suppose I must like you quite a bit, Envoy. Don't let it inflate your ego too much. I suppose we should try and get some rest now. I'll have some tea ready for when we awaken later.
Marius, could I examine your soul?
Oh, no. You'll use none of that spooky soul business on me.
But I promised to be gentle.
What are you even looking for?
Nothing. Anything. I'm sure I'll know when I find it.
And so will the rest of us.
Well, I would offer my soul to study, but you and Quilici plumbed it enough. I'm sure you'd prefer someone new.
Don't you trust me?
You? Sure. It's all the animancy I have trust problems with.
I'll try not to take that personally. Suit yourself.
Seeing Capo like that was hard, Envoy. He'd just given up, and we let him do it. He still had time, and he should have held on to every minute of it. For Chico's sake, if nothing else. Capo owed them a proper goodbye, instead of just slipping away like that. Got lost in thought. Forget I said anything. Shake the sand out of your bedroll before you settle in.
We really must stop meeting like this. People will talk. Careful what you wish for, darling. So, the Godless, or the Akita, as they called themselves, were the original folks who lived in the Living Lands. They arrived on the shores of a new land and settled there, living with the land instead of trying to tame it. You sound certain. Well, that would align with my own findings. But how could you know that? Oh, well, we should definitely trust that. But dubious metaphysics notwithstanding, you corroborate my theory. The godless are so singular. Their art and architecture, you never see it in Rawatai or Ishamatul or, well, Adir. But in their artwork, they reference escaping, fleeing, seeking refuge, so they must have come from somewhere. My guess, they originally came from Yesua. Yesua, a continent, cut off from the rest of the world, hidden by eternal storms, one of the 3 hubs of the Angwithan Empire. 10 years ago, you could say it wasn't real, that it was a dream, but they said the same of Ukaiso. Suddenly, the appearance of a mythical land doesn't seem so implausible. There was some kind of schism, an ideological one. From what I can glean, the godless were staunchly against the gods, hence their name. There are even some not-so-kind murals of the gods. It seems like the godless really took their anti-theism seriously. I know! Well, I think we've covered everything, don't you? Rather, as much as I think you'll withstand. Hope you enjoyed talking about this as much as I did, dearie. How can I help, darling? Careful what you wish. So, well, it's an educated guess. A theory based on a lifetime of study. The godless are so singular. But my guess... Ah, well, that one might stay in your dreams, darling. There was some kind of schism, and from what it seems like... Almost like I've dreamt about the Akida my entire life. Well, rather, hope you enjoyed talking. How can I... Don't let the bedbugs bite, dearie.
Going diving into ancient ruins. ruins doesn't make much sense to me. You're going into some of the most deadly places in the lands. On purpose.
They're not any more dangerous than the rest of the living lands.
Right. But I'm there to keep people from making stupid mistakes, like diving into ancient ruins on purpose.
Well, if you keep others out of the ruins, I have to go in. Who else will if I don't?
No one has to. If people were meant to go there, there'd still be people there.
Oh, you're so sweet for worrying, dear.
I mean, I swear to the Ascendant Gods, you're about as hard to read as a Valian romance novel.
So you've read those romance novels, then? Should we start a book club?
Right, we're done here. I'll be over there doing something else.
Singing sand, we feel the essence seep from the ruins. The teeth and the dunes roll before us. We have questions still. A lion kneels, a blight before it, spells and suspicion at its back. What ruled the land alone now seeks the safety of the pride. Let the vulture feed once, and the flock will never leave. We feel the people of Thirdborn huddle together in the dark. We smell desperation, panic. Then, the seasons change. They turn to each other. The rose does not depend on the moss to survive. We look deeper. Our limbs sift through sand. What do you know of this? For years, we watched the Akita share their food and tie their hands. Gifts, promises. Why do they undertake these rituals? Still, the word eludes our grasp. Perceive the ocean in a drop. Do its waves sing to you? Spring turned to winter. A soul torn from its rightful home. This we understand. New leaves breach the impenetrable clay. A bush unfurls amid the suffering and strife and blooms. Nothing should live here. How can it sprout? From what well does it spring? Kith set apart from beasts, a calling beyond life and death. We have learned much. Dream of shimmering scales as you rest.
Quite a change from Emerald Stair, isn't it?
What can I do for you, Envoy?
Not so loud! Careful where you say that. We and they will get thrown into the shit if word gets out.
I can't risk discussing this with you further. Please, just know that they and their caretakers must stay in that cave. Ah, right. So, you know then. Kill our sick or die ourselves. The Inquisitor didn't say as much directly, but the import was clear enough. I'll only say I'm sorry you've been brought in on the secret. The fewer who know, the safer we all are. I appreciate knowing that. Thank you. Tell me, are the infected still alive after your visit, or are they gone? Neither could we. That means a lot to us. Thank you. Please don't let this trouble you any further. I'll take care of them from here. Certainly. For all they've been through down in the dark, I'll make it happen. And I'll let you on your way. Godspeed, Envoy.
Whack 10!
Just like the good old days.
A fellow traveler. Nothing to peddle here. Sorry, got to be on my way. Wouldn't you be? Thirdborn has the Dream Scourge. Oh, terrible state of affairs. Nothing to be done for it. I tried to tell them my vapors would protect their minds from the change. They wouldn't listen. See here, that is a grave thing to accuse a person of. How'd you like it if I implied you were poisoning people? One man's carelessness is another's noble experiment. Risk, reward. Now, if you don't mind, I really should be off. Ingrates. Yours tonics and poultices for sale. It'll probably cure what ails you.
You there. Got some interesting wares if you've got coin. Good. Looks like you're still in one piece. What can Ihaka get for you? Come on! How many things have tried to kill you today? The dream thralls will eat you for lunch if the spiders don't get to you first. Me? I do fine. I know how to move without being seen. But other travelers aren't that lucky. So, share the wealth. That's what they say. They are. I'm sure their owners were sorry to be relieved of them. But that's the way it is in this desert. Their loss is your gain. Hmm? I'll give you. You come by us.
was just getting warmed up. Customer. Customer. Please make yourself comfortable. When you're ready, we can get down to business.
Your friends call you Silent Shizu once, and no one ever wants to speak with you again. You know, if anyone actually asked, I've got some thoughts on best practices when it comes to harpoon maintenance. Or we could even discuss military tactics of Ralatai for the past 600 years.
Hajime and the Tiranui will never find us here.
Your friends call you Silent Shizu once, and no one ever wants to speak with you again. You know, if anyone actually asked, I've got some thoughts on best practices when it comes to harpoon maintenance. Or we could even discuss military tactics of Ralatai for the...
Greetings and salutations, traveler. Welcome to our shop. Still a work in progress, of course. But once you stop being blurry, we can get to business. Oh no, my vision's perfect. Just since I got bit by that giant spider, things have been blurry. It probably wasn't even venomous. The fight's not even that itchy. I'm not quite sure what you're talking about, but Kauka can take a look at me once our business is concluded.
Unfortunately, I'm much better with things that aren't so alive. We can talk after you die, though.
I'm sure I'll be fine. Really, it sounds like you worry too much. Oh, good, you found them. Silent Shizu worked really hard on them. Good job, Shizu.
Thank you. I'm still finding paint in my things, though.
Wow, that actually makes you our first real customer. Thanks for your business. You know what? It doesn't matter. As long as I get paid. Preferably more than Diker. Here's the package you wanted. That'll... Whoa. Couldn't feel my head for a moment. Oh, that'll cost you, of course. I'm fine. Just a little woozy. It'll pass.
Aiko, did you forget the pitch again?
No, of course not. Our lovely customer just loved it so much, she wants to hear it again. Our wares are locally sourced and only harvested from those who have been humanely put down.
He means we find dream thralls who are already dead.
Only because we're too scared to kill him ourselves.
My friends, our client must be bored by such details.
Aiko, out of all the schemes you've cooked up, this is by far the dumbest.
Oh, of course. When you say it that way, it makes perfect sense.
Just inhale the substance sharply through your nose and it's perfectly safe. Probably. Shortly after, you should see visions beyond your wildest dreams.
Sea blossoms, fields of stars. What does he know of how we dream?
Now, about payment. Wow, that was easy. Wait, could I have charged more? Damn it. Oh, and be careful. It's supposed to be an especially potent batch. Tell your friends, the friends not right here with you, I mean. Actually, before you go, am I the only one who just lost their vision? Oh, I don't feel so good.
Oh, shit! Is Aiko dead? I told him that spider bite wasn't supposed to be the size of a melon. Didn't I, Shizu?
Yes, Kauka, you did several times.
Several times? Now I'll have to find someone else to let me dissect bodies we find. Ugh, that'll take forever.
He was so young. I only hope it was peaceful. Didn't sound peaceful from here, though.
Well, shit!
What do we do now?
Oh, maybe if we're quick, the animancers in Fewer can fix him right up. Put him to work on a nice farm somewhere.
I didn't know Aiko was interested in farming.
All right, Aiko was the one with a sense of humor. Well, shit!
What do we do now?
Oh, maybe if we're quick, the animancers in Fewer can fix him right up. Put him to work on a nice farm somewhere.
I didn't know Aiko was interested in farming.
All right, Aiko was the one with a sense of humor.
You know, the responsible thing would be to try a sample. To make sure it's safe, of course. I thought you'd never ask. Poor decisions and questionable substances with crewmates. Ah, this takes me back. Reminds me of the time I tried to buy coral snuff in Deadfire. Pretty sure it was sawdust.
Perhaps it just needs time to take effect?
Why do you cloud your eyes? Could we not have shown you these things?
What matters is we tried it together.
Here's tonics and poultices for sale. It'll...
Ugh, I just got the sand out of my bag from my last trip here. I know pirates can be pests. Oh, poor dears. I let you have that one. I'm not used to quiet.
For us.
Can't come through here, friend. Temerty's closed it off for fear of the plague. Sorry, Adirian, path's closed. Too many dream throws around. Can't come through here, friend. Temerty's closed it off for fear of the plague. Perk up, envoy.
Good one!
Wilson Roth! Wilson Roth!
think we've lost him.
You take lead.
Knives and shit! Burst of light! You tear at our parts! Worse than wrong! Crack 10! Fierce and rough!
Here we go! Next one's mine.
Hurry in the worse than rough! Whack 10!
Nice shot! This one's mine. Left leg! Nice!
Unseen, unheard.
I've never seen so many dream thralls in one place. What's drawing them here?
Trespassers! Look out there! We see!
I let you have that one! You asked for it!
Who disturbs us?
Coming from your right!
On the left!
On your right!
Yahtzee, remind me not to make you mad.
Drink lots of water. Or do out once your cannon fire is bad.
together, Longhorn.
Coming from your right.
It looks easy when you stinging wasps! Coriander, treacherous weed!
Nice shot.
Looks like the gardener hasn't been here in a bit. I don't think we can get through.
a Darren, right? Over here. Welcome to Shatterscar. Or, welcome to Shark's Teeth, anyway. Damn. I didn't think you'd actually talk to someone like me. Oh! Well, I hope I'm not imposing on you. Listen, I've got to take some supplies to that tower up the road. They're for Kotoa and Hayako. Have you heard of them?
Kotoa and Hayako? If they need supplies, they must be planning something good.
They've probably killed more dream thralls than the rest of us combined. Well, they said, why shoot one when you can take out a dozen instead? That's what I'd like to know. These supplies will go a long way, if I can ever get them up there. This is my third trip today, and whew, it's a lot of stairs. You do that? You're a lifesaver! Keep going through the teeth. The tower is just over the ridge. You can't miss it.
I used to patrol out here. Swore I'd never come back. Tama lost his badge near here.
Keep quiet.
Whack 10!
Another win. But who's counting? Oh, no, you don't!
I let you have that one.
Worse than rot! Worse than rot! Worse than rot! Worse than rot!
This one's mine.
Get off me! Worse than rot! Crack 10! Worse
That's Thomas' badge. You found it. It really was out here all this time. Right where we left it. Hard to know where to start. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. Oh, he was an incredible bastard. Led the defense of Thirdborn, which meant he also led most of our patrols. He'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of. And a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were going to collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He did. Coming back here was a mistake. I don't know what we're doing here. Okay then. Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. I wish I could believe that. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing, no glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Count yourself lucky. I take a keel hauling any day. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. Cruel irony, isn't it? He comes to our rescue, and in the process, he loses the thing that marks him as a soldier. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. I never thought I'd tell this story again. But there's something about the way you've led us, the clarity you've kept. Something about you that inspires confidence. Kind of like a... well... thanks. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Thomas. We passed by there before. It's time I said goodbye. Envoy. Never mind. Let's go.
Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy? Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting to see anyone this far from Thirdborn. Are you... Your face! Those markings! They're incredible! I had a terrible time trying to find a guide in Thirdborn who'd take me here. But meeting you makes it all worth it. Oh, you have. Oh, you'll make a very interesting footnote. I'm a mycologist, you see, and I'm working on a compendium of the different types of fungus in the living lands. Sure enough, what happens as soon as I show up? A fungus-based illness. There's a riot of data out here. See? You understand. That's why I had to document it. Actually, since you're here, I'm having some trouble with the sporlings. I've devoted my whole life to my fungal friends. But I'm finding that the ambulatory ones aren't quite as, friendly. In fact, they're quite murderous. I'd normally be against harming them, but please kill the sporlings before they kill me. Thank you. You will? Oh, you're a lifesaver. Maybe literally. Good luck. Oh, I've got to write these measurements down before I forget. Why can't the way forward in science ever be easy? I saw everything. You taught that sporling a lesson it won't soon forget. Or, well, it's not alive to remember, but you know what I mean. Wait, that means it's safe to go back to my experiments. I'll have to collect everything and... I am suddenly very busy. Pardon me.
That should suit her fine. Until the next Borling comes along.
Ah, nothing better than a breakthrough.
Over there. Someone's hurt.
Envoy! Oh, thank the gods you came through.
Oh, I'm no healer, but that looks painful.
Some sneaky bastard put a dart trap in front of that door. Have you got any healing skills? A potion? Oh, I'm begging you. Gods. Oh, that's a relief. Now I can get back to Eagle's Reach. Damn Thirdborn. Damn everything. I don't know. I knew the area was dangerous. I thought I was careful, but I just didn't see it. One moment fine, then this.
It's a wonder that an Adiran scout is all the way out here.
Captain Weemgar wanted us to see what kind of shape the tower was in. Thought we could use it. The trap's got the others, though. So much for that idea. Whoever did it is probably out there planning their next move. You've got to finish this. Root them out. Not much, but these traps have been set carefully. Keep both eyes sharp. You might see the first trigger and not the next. Anyway, thanks for your help. I'd better get to Eagle's Reach. I can't wait to get back to Eagle's Reach.
Enemies is bait. I remember when Rawatayan soldiers had standards.
Wait. If you're going to open that, I'm going to take a few steps back.
Worse than rough!
My head says no. My stomach says yes. If I were setting traps, I'd leave myself a safe route. Question is, where? Glad we didn't take our chances with that. This looks clear. Here's hoping they finally ran out of supplies. Were you breathing? Was I breathing? That was too easy. Careful. There's bound to be something waiting for us.
Wait to get back to Eagle's Reach.
hard-pressed to take it from us without losing another dozen.
That's all we can ask for. If we hold them off long enough for Temerity to see Adir's true intent, maybe Thirdborn will rally. And if they don't, we'll still make Adir bleed for it. Look alive, Ayako. The wind's blown us more Adiran company.
Stop! Take one more step and mark my words, I'll cut you down.
Stand down, Hayako. There's clearly been a misunderstanding.
Kai? Gods, what are you doing up here? And with an Adiran, what's going on? Wait, who sent you?
Awapo. Oh, gods. He must think he's helping us. That fool. I told him to stay home. This is our fight, not his.
Well, he did just deliver the Adiran envoy straight to us. Maybe he's worth his salt.
I'm starting to see why Mawapo left out so many details.
Adir is the real scourge in the living lands. They want this tower to control the route to Thirdborn. We've watched your people sink their claws into Eagle's Reach. They'll take this route with guile if they can't take it by the sword.
You two are chumming the waters you're swimming in. You'll bring trouble to everyone in Thirdborn.
Katoa, enough. Let's kill her and be done with it. That should send a message all the way to Paradise.
Kutabao. You what? Those took ages to set up. Now I've got to do it all again?
I'll help you. But first, we need to get rid of this loose end. If you don't kill her, I will.
We'll give you one last chance. Leave or die. We'll only warn you once. Parley with Adir? Not anymore.
Wherever your flags fly, bad luck follows. Nothing good comes from your people. Please. A mine Adir wanted to destroy in the first place.
But still, I don't know, Hayako. This Adiran's practically on our side.
Kutabao.
Well?
I don't like any of this, but fine. One chance. Do I make myself clear?
We'll clear out of this tower, but one whiff of Adiran's stink, and we'll be back. And don't think this means we trust you.
We'll remove the traps, for now. Call it a gesture of good faith.
We should get started, Moakua. And you, Envoy, watch your step. Maybe there's some hope for Thirdborn after all.
You're pretty impressive, Adiran. Katoa's hard to convince.
To get back to Eagle's Reach.